What if I told you that over 150 million Americans are about to face the most unpredictable weekend weather pattern in months? Right now, across the eastern United States, meteorologists are tracking a powerful storm system that refuses to follow the rules. This isn't your typical winter storm. This isn't your average February weather. And the biggest question every single person from Texas to Maine needs answered right now is simple. Will you see snow? Will you see severe thunderstorms? Or will this entire system dump nothing but rain across your backyard? Here's what's shocking. 24 hours ago, computer models showed snow reaching as far south as Georgia and South Carolina. This morning, those same models completely flipped. We're now looking at a 999 millibar low-pressure system barreling northeast with thunderstorms instead of snowflakes. That's a difference of hundreds of miles. That's the difference between a snow day and a severe weather outbreak. And if you live anywhere in the path of this storm, you need to know exactly what's coming to your neighborhood. Stay with me for the next 30 seconds because I am going to reveal the 3 cities that will see the worst impacts first. But more importantly, at the 5-minute mark of this forecast, I am going to tell you the exact hour this storm arrives in over 150 major cities across America. I am talking specific times, not vague predictions, not maybes, real timing that you can set your watch to. Let's cut straight to what's happening right now. A dramatic weather pattern is unfolding across the entire United States. After days of bone-chilling cold along the East Coast, a massive ridge of high pressure is building across the Central Plains. This ridge is pumping historically warm air northward. We're talking temperatures 40 degrees above average in places like Iowa, Kansas, and Oklahoma. When I say historically warm, I mean Des Moines. Iowa could hit 70 degrees. That's in February, people. 70 degrees in Iowa during the second week of February is almost unheard of. This warm air is about to crash headfirst into cold air still lingering across the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. When warm meets cold, storms form, big storms. And we are not talking about one storm system. We're tracking multiple storm systems over the next 10 days. The first one hits this Friday. The second one arrives Saturday into Sunday, and a potential third massive system could develop around February 15th. Here's your first reward for staying with me. The 3 cities that get hit first are Dallas, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Memphis, Tennessee. Dallas sees the first signs of this storm Friday afternoon around 3 p.m. Central Time. Little Rock gets heavy rain and possible thunderstorms Friday night around 8 p.m. Memphis faces the strongest winds Saturday morning at 6 a.m. But click away if you live in those cities. Your timing is coming. Right now, let me paint you the full picture of what meteorologists are seeing on their computer screens. The European model, which has been incredibly accurate this winter season, showed something absolutely wild overnight. It took a storm system that was supposed to bring snow to the Carolinas and completely transformed it into a severe weather setup for the Deep South. We're seeing a low-pressure system forecast to reach 999 millibars by Saturday afternoon. For context, anything below 1,000 millibars is considered a strong storm. 999 is powerful enough to generate widespread severe weather. This storm starts developing Friday evening over eastern Texas. By Friday night at 11 p.m., it's sitting over Louisiana. By Saturday morning at 6 a.m., the center of low pressure moves into central Arkansas. Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., that low is over southern Missouri. Saturday evening at 7 p.m., we're looking at the storm positioned over southern Illinois. By Sunday morning at 8 a.m., this system reaches Indiana and Ohio. Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., it's moving through Pennsylvania and New York. And by Monday morning, it's off the coast of Massachusetts, bringing ocean-effect snow to coastal New England. But here's where it gets tricky. The American GFS model tells a completely different story. Instead of racing northeast, the GFS keeps this storm further south and slower. On the GFS, Saturday night at 10 p.m., low pressure is still back over Tennessee, not Illinois. This means the severe weather threat stays confined to the southern states for a longer period. It also means areas that might have seen snow on the northern edge get rain instead because the cold air never makes it far enough south. Let me break down what is happening in your specific region, and I need you to comment below with your city name so I can give you even more detailed information for your exact location. For those in Texas, starting with the major cities, Houston, you are looking at storms arriving Friday evening around 7 p.m. These want to be severe, but expect heavy downpours and frequent lightning. Temperatures Friday in Houston will reach 78 degrees. By Friday night, you all drop to 65. Saturday morning stays warm at 72 degrees. The main storm clears Houston by Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Dallas, your timeline is slightly different. Friday afternoon at 3 p.m., clouds increase. By Friday evening at 9 p.m., showers develop. The heaviest rain hits Dallas Saturday morning between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. Peak winds of 35 to 40 miles per hour occur Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Temperatures Saturday will reach 74 degrees before the cold front arrives Saturday evening. San Antonio sees scattered showers Friday night at 10 p.m. The best chance for storms is Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Austin experiences similar timing, with storms most likely Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and noon. El Paso stays dry through the weekend, but Monday you will see increasing clouds as the next system approaches. Oklahoma City, you are right in the crosshairs. Friday night at 11 p.m., expect the first thunderstorms to develop. Saturday morning at 4 a.m., we could see strong to severe thunderstorms with damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour. The Storm Prediction Center hasn't issued a severe weather outlook yet, but Colorado State University models show a 5% tornado probability for areas near Oklahoma City Saturday morning. That is not high enough for major concern, but it is enough that you need to have a way to get warnings. Peak storm time for Oklahoma City is Saturday morning between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. By Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., you are on the backside of the system with decreasing clouds and falling temperatures. Tulsa, similar timing to Oklahoma City. Your worst weather arrives Saturday morning between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. We re-looking at wind gusts potentially reaching 55 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall of 1 to 2 inches possible in just 2 to 3 hours. That is enough to cause localized street flooding and poor drainage areas. Temperatures Saturday morning will be 68 degrees, dropping to 52 by Saturday evening. For Arkansas, Little Rock is looking at a Friday night into Saturday morning event. Friday evening at 8 p.m., showers develop. By Friday night at 11 p.m., thunderstorms become likely. Saturday morning at 2 a.m., we could see our first severe thunderstorm warnings. The highest severe weather threat for Little Rock is Saturday morning between midnight and 6 a.m. This is overnight, so make sure your phone is set to receive weather alerts. Damaging wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour are possible. Small hail up to 1 inch in diameter could fall. An isolated tornado cannot be ruled out, especially in areas south of Little Rock toward the Louisiana border. Fort Smith sees similar timing, perhaps 2 hours earlier. Fayetteville in northwest Arkansas could see a wintry mix Saturday morning if cold air arrives faster than expected. Louisiana faces serious weather Saturday. New Orleans, your storm window opens Friday night at 10 p.m. with showers. Saturday morning at 4 a.m., thunderstorms develop. The peak severe weather threat for New Orleans is Saturday morning between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. We are looking at damaging winds, frequent lightning, torrential rainfall, and a low-end tornado threat. Baton Rouge has the same timeline. Shreveport in northern Louisiana could see severe weather Saturday morning between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. This is earlier than areas to the south. Lafayette expects heavy thunderstorms Saturday morning from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monroe sees storms Saturday morning between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. Lake Charles could experience the strongest winds, with gusts potentially exceeding 60 miles per hour Saturday morning around 7 a.m. Mississippi, you are next in line. Jackson sees the first storms Friday night around 11 p.m., but the main show arrives Saturday morning. Your peak severe weather window is Saturday between 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. Gulfport and Biloxi on the coast face heavy rainfall and strong winds. Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and noon. Tupelo in northern Mississippi might see a brief period of sleet or freezing rain Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. if colder air arrives on schedule. Hattiesburg faces thunderstorms Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Meridian sees storms Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and noon. Alabama is looking at a Saturday event. Birmingham, your storms arrive Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. We re-expecting widespread thunderstorms, some possibly severe with damaging winds. Mobile sees heavy rain and storms Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Huntsville in northern Alabama has the best chance for wintry precipitation Saturday afternoon. Between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Saturday, Huntsville could see rain transition to sleet or even wet snow as colder air filters in. Montgomery faces thunderstorms Saturday between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tuscaloosa sees storms Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tennessee is where things get really interesting. Nashville sits right on the boundary between rain and possible wintry mix. Friday night at 11 p.m., rain develops. Saturday morning, heavy rain continues with embedded thunderstorms possible between 6 a.m. and noon. Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m., if the cold air arrives fast enough, Nashville could see rain transition to a brief period of sleet. This is highly dependent on the exact track of the storm. Memphis has already been mentioned, but to expand, Friday night at 9 p.m., showers develop. Saturday morning at 6 a.m., strong thunderstorms with damaging winds arrive. By Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., you are drying out. Knoxville in eastern Tennessee could see rain Saturday morning changing to snow Saturday evening after 6 p.m. Chattanooga experiences heavy rain Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Kentucky is split. Louisville sees all rain Saturday. Your heaviest rainfall occurs Saturday morning between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Total rainfall could reach 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Lexington also sees heavy rain Saturday, but Saturday evening after 5 p.m., there's a chance for a transition to wet snow. Bowling Green faces thunderstorms Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Covington near Cincinnati sees rain Saturday changing to snow Saturday night after 8 p.m. Now let S jump to the Carolinas and Georgia. Atlanta, you are looking at heavy rain Saturday. Rain begins Saturday morning at 8 a.m. The heaviest rainfall occurs Saturday between noon and 6 p.m. Total rainfall for Atlanta could reach 2 to 3 inches. No snow for you, Atlanta. It's too warm. Savannah sees rain Saturday afternoon from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Charleston, South Carolina faces heavy rain Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Charlotte has rain Saturday morning starting at 9 a.m. continuing through Saturday evening. Columbia, South Carolina sees rainfall Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Greenville in upstate South Carolina could see rain Saturday morning, possibly mixing with sleet Saturday evening after 6 p.m. if temperatures drop fast enough. Augusta, Georgia expects rain Saturday from noon to 7 p.m. Macon sees rainfall Saturday between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Florida Panhandle gets in on the action. Tallahassee sees thunderstorms Saturday morning between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pensacola faces storms Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Panama City experiences thunderstorms Saturday between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Jacksonville on the Atlantic coast sees rain Saturday afternoon from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Virginia is looking at rain transitioning to mix. Richmond sees rain developing Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Saturday evening after 7 p.m., rain could mix with sleet as colder air arrives. Norfolk faces all rain Saturday afternoon and evening from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Roanoke in southwestern Virginia could see rain Saturday afternoon changing to snow Saturday night after 9 p.m. Virginia Beach stays all rain Saturday evening from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. West Virginia faces winter weather. Charleston sees rain Saturday afternoon starting at 2 p.m., transitioning to a mix of sleet and snow Saturday evening after 6 p.m. Morgantown could see all snow Saturday evening after 7 p.m. Huntington experiences rain Saturday afternoon, changing to wintry mix Saturday evening. Maryland and Delaware see rain and mix. Baltimore faces rain Saturday afternoon from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's a chance for a transition to sleet late Saturday night after 11 p.m. Washington, D.C. experiences heavy rain Saturday afternoon between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. Possible sleet develops late Saturday night. Wilmington, Delaware sees rain Saturday evening from 5 p.m. to midnight. Annapolis faces rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Pennsylvania is split north to south. Philadelphia sees rain Saturday evening from 5 p.m. through Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Pittsburgh could see rain Saturday evening transitioning to snow Sunday morning. Harrisburg faces rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with sleet late Saturday night. Erie on Lake Erie could see all snow Saturday night into Sunday morning. Reading sees rain Saturday evening. Scranton in northeastern Pennsylvania could see rain changing to snow Saturday night. New Jersey stays mostly rain. Newark sees rain Saturday evening from 6 p.m. through Sunday morning. Trenton experiences rainfall Saturday evening and overnight. Atlantic City faces rain Saturday evening from 5 p.m. to Sunday morning at 8 a.m. New York State has the most complex forecast. New York City sees rain beginning Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Rain continues through Sunday morning. Total rainfall could reach 1 to 2 inches. There's a low chance for a brief mix with sleet very late Saturday night if temperatures drop unexpectedly. Buffalo in western New York could see snow Saturday night starting around 10 p.m. Syracuse might see rain changing to snow late Saturday night around midnight. Albany expects rain Saturday evening transitioning to snow Sunday morning around 6 a.m. Rochester could see snow Saturday night after 11 p.m. Binghamton faces rain changing to snow late Saturday night. Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Vermont see winter weather. Hartford sees rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning around 5 a.m. Boston experiences rain Saturday evening from 8 p.m., transitioning to snow Sunday morning between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Providence has similar timing to Boston. Burlington, Vermont could see all snow Saturday night starting around 9 p.m. Springfield, Massachusetts sees rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning around 7 a.m. New Hampshire and Maine expect snow. Manchester, New Hampshire sees rain changing to snow Sunday morning around 6 a.m. Portland, Maine could see snow developing Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Lewiston expects snow Sunday morning. Augusta, Maine faces snow Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon. Now let us shift to the Midwest. Chicago sees rain Saturday evening starting around 6 p.m. Saturday night, rain continues with possible embedded thunderstorms. By Sunday morning at 8 a.m., rain could transition to wet snow. Indianapolis faces heavy rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Rain begins Saturday at 2 p.m. and continues through Saturday night. Sunday morning at 6 a.m., rain might mix with snow. Detroit sees rain Saturday evening from 5 p.m. through Sunday morning. Late Sunday morning could bring a change to snow. Milwaukee experiences rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow late Saturday night. Grand Rapids sees rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Cleveland faces rain Saturday evening starting at 4 p.m. Rain continues overnight. Sunday morning around 7 a.m., rain transitions to snow. Cincinnati sees heavy rain Saturday from noon through Saturday night. Columbus experiences rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Akron sees rain changing to snow Sunday morning. Toledo faces rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow late Saturday night. Ohio Valley cities need to pay attention. Dayton sees heavy rain Saturday afternoon from 2 p.m. through Saturday night. Youngstown could see rain changing to snow Sunday morning. Canton faces rain Saturday evening, transitioning to snow Sunday morning. Missouri is split. St. Louis sees thunderstorms Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Some storms could be severe with damaging winds. Kansas City faces storms Friday night into Saturday morning. Your peak severe weather window is Saturday morning between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. Springfield sees thunderstorms Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Columbia experiences storms Saturday morning. Iowa and Wisconsin see rain and possible snow. Des Moines could see rain Saturday evening, possibly changing to snow late Saturday night. Cedar Rapids experiences similar timing. Davenport sees rain Saturday evening. Madison, Wisconsin faces rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow overnight. Green Bay could see rain changing to snow Saturday night. Minnesota stays mostly dry Saturday but could see snow Sunday. Minneapolis might see light snow Sunday morning. Duluth could see snow Sunday. Rochester sees possible snow Sunday morning. Michigan Upper Peninsula sees snow Saturday night into Sunday. Marquette expects snow starting Saturday night at 9 p.m. Houghton faces heavy snow Saturday night with accumulations of 4 to 8 inches possible by Sunday evening. Sault Ste. Marie sees snow Saturday night. Now for the Plains states. Omaha, Nebraska sees rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow overnight. Lincoln experiences similar timing. Wichita, Kansas could see thunderstorms Saturday morning. Topeka faces storms Saturday morning. Sioux Falls, South Dakota might see rain Saturday evening, changing to snow overnight. North Dakota and South Dakota stay on the northern edge. Fargo could see light snow Sunday. Bismarck might see flurries Sunday. Rapid City stays mostly dry. Montana, Wyoming, Idaho see separate weather. Billings could see snow from a different system Sunday and Monday. Bozeman expects mountain snow Sunday. Casper, Wyoming sees snow Sunday. Cheyenne could see snow Sunday afternoon. Boise stays mostly dry but cloudy. Colorado faces snow in the mountains. Denver sees increasing clouds Saturday with possible rain or snow showers Sunday. Colorado Springs experiences similar timing. Boulder could see rain or snow Sunday. Aspen in the mountains expects significant snow Sunday and Monday. Vail could see 8 to 16 inches of snow by Monday evening. Utah and Nevada see weather next week. Salt Lake City stays dry this weekend, but next week brings snow. Las Vegas stays dry. Reno could see rain and mountain snow early next week. New Mexico and Arizona stay mostly dry. Albuquerque sees increasing clouds Sunday. Phoenix stays sunny and warm. Tucson remains dry. Flagstaff could see snow early next week. West Coast faces a massive atmospheric river event starting Sunday. Seattle sees rain beginning Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Heavy rain continues Sunday afternoon and evening. Rainfall totals of 2 to 4 inches possible by Monday. Portland experiences heavy rain Sunday starting at 10 a.m. Rain continues through Monday. Rainfall totals of 3 to 5 inches likely. Eugene sees heavy rain Sunday afternoon. Salem faces heavy rain Sunday and Monday. California is looking at significant impacts. San Francisco sees rain starting Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Rain becomes heavy Monday. Rainfall totals of 3 to 6 inches possible by Tuesday. Oakland experiences similar timing. San Jose faces heavy rain Monday. Sacramento sees rain beginning Sunday evening, continuing Monday and Tuesday. Rainfall of 4 to 7 inches possible. Los Angeles faces a serious flooding threat. Rain begins Monday morning at 6 a.m. Heavy rain continues Monday afternoon and evening. Rainfall rates could reach 1 inch per hour at times. Total rainfall of 4 to 8 inches possible by Tuesday evening. This is a high-risk flooding event for Southern California. Mudslides and debris flows are possible in recent burn scar areas. San Diego sees heavy rain Monday afternoon. Rainfall of 3 to 6 inches likely by Tuesday. Higher elevations in California see massive snow. Lake Tahoe could receive 3 to 5 feet of snow by Tuesday evening. Mammoth Mountain might see 4 to 6 feet of snow. Snow levels start around 6,000 feet Sunday, lowering to 4,000 feet Monday. Oregon mountains see heavy snow. Mount Hood could receive 2 to 4 feet of snow by Tuesday. Crater Lake sees similar amounts. Bend gets significant snow Monday and Tuesday. Washington mountains expect big snow. Mount Rainier could see 3 to 5 feet of snow. Stevens Pass receives 2 to 4 feet. Snoqualmie Pass gets heavy snow Monday and Tuesday. Here's what makes this pattern so unusual. We re-seeing record warmth and severe weather potential in February. We re-seeing an atmospheric river hitting California at the same time a severe weather outbreak unfolds in the south. We re-watching models disagree by hundreds of miles on storm track. This level of uncertainty is frustrating for forecasters and concerning for the public. The reason for this uncertainty comes down to the strength and timing of the storm system. Stronger storms move faster and turn northeast quicker. Weaker storms move slower and stay further south. Right now, the European model thinks this storm strengthens rapidly, reaches 999 millibars, and races northeast. The American GFS model thinks the storm stays weaker, remains further south, and moves slower. Which model is right? Based on recent performance, the European model has been more accurate this winter, but the AI models, which blend both physics models with machine learning, are showing something in between. The AI guidance suggests a track between the Euro and GFS solutions. That would mean severe weather still happens, but perhaps not as far north as the Euro shows. It would mean winter weather still occurs, but perhaps less than originally thought. Here's what you need to do right now. First, make sure your phone can receive weather alerts. Go to your settings and enable emergency alerts and weather warnings. Second, charge your phone and any backup batteries Saturday morning. If severe weather strikes overnight, you need your phone working. Third, have a flashlight ready in case of power outages. Fourth, if you are traveling this weekend, understand your route might face dangerous weather. Consider leaving Friday before the storms or waiting until Sunday afternoon after they pass. Fifth, have a plan for severe weather. Know where you'll go if a tornado warning is issued for your area. Know your safe room. Don T. Panic. This is February weather. Storms happen. but be prepared and stay informed. Now let's talk about what happens after this weekend storm. Starting Monday, February 14th, and continuing through Friday, February 18th, the West Coast faces an extended atmospheric river event. This means day after day of heavy rainfall and mountain snow. California could see rainfall totals exceeding 15 inches in some locations over this 5-day period. That's more than some areas receive in an entire year. This atmospheric river is caused by that deep trough developing along the West Coast. When the jet stream dips south off the coast, it creates a fire hose of moisture aimed directly at California, Oregon, and Washington. Wind speeds at 18,000 feet could exceed 150 miles per hour. Surface winds could gust to 60 or 70 miles per hour along the coast and in the mountains. This combination of heavy rain and strong winds could cause widespread power outages. Flood watches will likely be posted for much of coastal California by Sunday. High-risk flood outlooks are already showing up on Weather Prediction Center maps for Monday through Wednesday. Rivers and streams will rise rapidly. Creeks could overflow. Urban flooding is likely in poor drainage areas. Residents in areas burned by recent wildfires face the highest danger. Debris flows and mudslides become very likely when heavy rain falls on burn scars. Mountain snow will be measured in feet, not inches. The Sierra Nevada could see 7 to 10 feet of snow by Thursday, February 17th. That's not a typo. 7 to 10 feet. Higher peaks might exceed 10 feet. This is incredible news for ski resorts that have struggled with below-average snowfall this winter, but it also means dangerous avalanche conditions. Backcountry travelers should avoid the mountains during this event. The Pacific Northwest sees similar impacts. The Cascade Mountains could receive 5 to 8 feet of snow. Mount Rainier might see 8 to 12 feet. Lower elevations face flooding rainfall. Seattle could measure 6 to 9 inches of rain over 5 days. Rivers like the Snoqualmie and Skykomish will likely reach flood stage. Landslides are possible in the Seattle metro area. This pattern doesn't end after 1 week. Long-range models suggest the trough along the West Coast persists through the end of February. That means multiple atmospheric river events. We could be looking at a historic February for West Coast precipitation. Meanwhile, back east, attention turns to the potential for another Arctic blast. Around February 15th or 16th, models show the polar vortex becoming disrupted. This could send a surge of Arctic air southward into the central and eastern United States. If this happens, we're talking about temperatures 10 to 20 degrees below average. Wind chills could drop below zero in the Midwest and Northeast. The combination of Arctic air and active storm track could produce significant winter storms in the third week of February. One model run shows a major snowstorm around February 17th or 18th affecting the Midwest and Northeast. Another run shows the storm tracking further south, bringing snow to the mid-Atlantic and even parts of the South. It is too early for specifics, but the pattern supports winter weather potential. Severe weather season typically ramps up in March. But with temperatures so warm across the South this February, we might see severe weather outbreak potential earlier than normal. The clash between warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cold Arctic air from Canada creates the perfect environment for strong thunderstorms and tornadoes. We saw a preview of this Saturday, a severe weather threat. If the warm pattern persists into late February and early March, additional severe weather outbreaks become likely. Here's the temperature forecast for the week ahead. Monday, February 14th, Dallas reaches 76 degrees, Houston hits 79, San Antonio sees 77, Kansas City climbs to 61 degrees, St. Louis reaches 65, Chicago gets to 48, New York City sees 47 degrees, Boston reaches 43, Atlanta hits 71 degrees, Miami reaches 82 degrees. Tuesday temperatures drop slightly behind Monday as cold front. Dallas falls to 70 degrees. Houston drops to 73. Chicago cools to 41 degrees. New York City sees 43. Boston drops to 38. Wednesday shows continued cooling. Dallas reaches 68 degrees. Chicago falls to 37. New York City sees 39. Boston drops to 34 degrees. Thursday temperatures moderate. Dallas rebounds to 72 degrees. Chicago climbs to 43. New York City reaches 45. Boston sees 41 degrees. Friday warmth returns south. Dallas hits 78 degrees. Houston reaches 80 degrees. Chicago gets to 47. New York City sees 48. Boston reaches 44 degrees. Looking at the weekend of February 19th and 20th, temperatures remain above average across much of the country. Dallas could hit 82 degrees Saturday. Houston might reach 84. Even Chicago could see 55 degrees. But long-range models hint at a pattern change around February 21st or 22nd. Arctic air could plunge south at that time, bringing a return to winter for many areas. This is consistent with typical late February weather patterns when winter fights back one more time before spring arrives. Wind will be a major story this week. Saturday's storm brings widespread wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour across the South and Midwest. Sunday, winds continue along the East Coast with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. The West Coast atmospheric river brings even stronger winds. Coastal areas could see gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour. Higher peaks in the mountains might experience gusts exceeding 100 miles per hour. These strong winds combined with saturated soil from heavy rainfall create the perfect recipe for tree damage and power outages. Utility companies should be on standby. Residents should secure outdoor furniture and decorations. Avoid parking under trees if possible. Aviation impacts will be significant. Saturday, expect delays and cancellations at airports across the South and Midwest due to thunderstorms and strong winds. Sunday, Northeast airports face delays from rain and wind. Monday through Wednesday, West Coast airports could see major delays and cancellations due to heavy rain, low clouds, and strong crosswinds. If you are flying this week, build in extra time and prepare for possible flight changes. Marine interests need to be aware of dangerous conditions. Saturday, seas build to 8 to 12 feet along the Gulf Coast. Small craft advisories and gale warnings will likely be posted. Sunday, rough seas continue along the Atlantic coast. Monday through Wednesday, the Pacific coast faces extremely dangerous marine conditions. Seas could reach 15 to 25 feet. Coastal flooding is possible during high tide cycles. Stay out of the water and avoid coastal areas. Now I want to address the snow lovers who are disappointed by this warm pattern. I understand the frustration. We had high hopes for a major snowstorm across the southeast and mid-Atlantic this weekend. Those hopes are fading as models trend warmer. But remember, winter isn't over. February and even March can produce significant snowstorms. The pattern could shift quickly. The atmospheric river hitting California is actually good news for future East Coast snow potential. When the West Coast sees a deep trough, the pattern often flips 2 to 3 weeks later. That would put us in early March, prime time for big East Coast snowstorms. Don't give up hope yet. For those of you in New England, you are not being forgotten. You've already received significant snowfall this winter. More is on the way Sunday and Monday. An Alberta clipper dives south from Canada, bringing 3 to 6 inches to much of interior New England. Higher elevations could see 6 to 10 inches. This adds to the already impressive snowpack. Some areas of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine have 2 to 3 feet of snow on the ground. You're having a good winter. The Great Lakes region also stays active. Lake effect snow continues downwind of Lakes Erie and Ontario. Buffalo could see additional accumulations Sunday and Monday. Watertown and areas east of Lake Ontario might receive 6 to 12 inches of lake effect snow. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan sees snow from the Maine storm Saturday night plus additional lake effect snow Sunday and Monday. Ski resorts across the country are about to get a boost. Western resorts from Washington to California receive massive snow amounts Monday through Thursday. Eastern resorts in Vermont, New Hampshire, and New York see fresh snow Sunday and Monday. Colorado resorts get hit next week. Utah resorts also see snow chances increase next week. If you love skiing, the next 10 days are going to be excellent. One concern I have moving forward is the rapid temperature swings. Going from 70 degrees to 30 degrees in 48 hours puts stress on infrastructure. Pipes can burst, roads crack, even our bodies struggle with quick temperature changes. If you are in an area expecting big temperature swings, take precautions. Let faucets drip if temperatures will drop below freezing. Dress in layers. Watch for black ice on roads early in the morning after temperatures drop. Flooding will be a major concern this week in multiple areas. The South sees heavy rainfall Saturday. Some locations could receive 2 to 4 inches in 12 hours. That's enough to cause flash flooding, especially in urban areas and near small streams. Never drive through flooded roadways. Turn around, don't drown. California faces a serious flood threat Monday through Wednesday, with rainfall rates potentially exceeding 1 inch per hour and total amounts of 4 to 8 inches. Widespread flooding is likely. Rivers will overflow, streams will flood, urban areas will see standing water. This is a life-threatening situation in some areas. The Pacific Northwest also faces flooding. Rivers across western Washington and Oregon will rise to flood stage. The Snoqualmie River near Seattle is particularly prone to flooding. Residents in flood-prone areas should monitor river levels and be prepared to evacuate if necessary. Power outages are likely in multiple regions. Saturday's strong winds could knock down trees and power lines across the South and Midwest. Expect scattered outages, some possibly lasting several days in hard-hit areas. The West Coast faces the highest outage risk Monday through Wednesday. Heavy rain and strong winds create dangerous conditions for power infrastructure. Utility crews may be unable to make repairs during the peak of the storm due to dangerous conditions. Outages could last 3 to 5 days in some areas. Make sure you have supplies, fill up your gas tank, charge devices, have food that doesn't require cooking. For those with health concerns, this weather pattern requires extra attention. Rapid pressure changes can trigger migraines and joint pain. The weekend storm features dropping pressure Saturday morning, rising pressure Saturday evening, then dropping again Sunday. If you're sensitive to pressure changes, take preventive medication. Severe weather creates stress and anxiety. If you have anxiety about storms, have a plan in place. Know your safe room. Have multiple ways to receive warnings. Consider medication if needed. The warm temperatures across the South bring allergens. Tree pollen levels are rising in areas like Texas, Louisiana, and Georgia. If you have allergies, the combination of warm weather and approaching storms could trigger symptoms. Have your medications ready. Close windows before storms arrive to keep pollen out. Road conditions will deteriorate in many areas. Saturday, expect wet roads with standing water across the South and Midwest. Hydroplaning is possible when driving through heavy rain. Slow down and increase following distance. Sunday, roads across the Northeast could be icy, especially on bridges and overpasses. Monday through Wednesday, California roads will be extremely dangerous. Heavy rain creates low visibility, flooding closes roads. Mudslides block highways. Avoid unnecessary travel if possible. Let's talk about the long-range outlook beyond February 20th. The pattern remains active through the end of February. The West Coast continues to see storms. The central and eastern United States see temperature swings. Severe weather potential exists across the South anytime warm air surges north. Winter storm potential exists across the north whenever cold air dives south. March typically marks the transition from winter to spring, but the transition isn't as smooth. We often see our biggest snowstorms in March. We also see our first major severe weather outbreaks. Based on the current pattern, I expect March to be very active. Multiple storm systems. Temperature swings from winter to spring and back to winter. Severe weather outbreaks across the South. Snowstorms across the North. It's going to be an interesting month. Climate patterns suggest this active weather continues into April. El Niño Southern Oscillation is in a neutral phase trending toward La Nina. This typically means an active spring severe weather season. We could see above-average tornado activity in April and May. The Southern Plains, Mississippi Valley, and Deep South should remain alert. The polar vortex remains a wild card. If it stays strong and stable, Arctic air stays locked up in Canada. If it becomes disrupted or splits, Arctic air can plunge deep into the United States even in March or early April. We'll monitor this closely. Now let me tell you what to watch for over the next 48 hours. Friday, monitor weather alerts for your area. If you are in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Louisiana, have a plan for possible severe weather Friday night into Saturday morning. Charge devices Friday evening. Have flashlights ready. Know where you will shelter if warnings are issued. Saturday morning, wake up early if you're in the severe weather zone. The overnight hours Saturday morning are when the threat is highest from Oklahoma to Mississippi. Dawn sleep through warnings. Have your phone set to alert you. Saturday afternoon, the severe weather threat shifts east into Alabama, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Stay weather aware. Avoid unnecessary travel. If you must travel, have multiple ways to receive weather information. Saturday evening into Sunday morning, the Northeast faces rain, possibly changing to snow. Travel could become difficult. Check forecasts before leaving home. Sunday through Wednesday, West Coast residents need to prepare for the atmospheric river. Stock up on supplies Friday or Saturday. Wait until Sunday when rain has already started. Have at least 3 days of food, water, and medications. Fill your gas tank, charge devices, and backup batteries. Next week, everyone should monitor forecasts for the potential Arctic blast around February 15th or 16th. This could bring a significant pattern change. Winter could roar back to life across the central and eastern states. I want to address one more thing before we wrap up. Weather forecasting has limitations. Computer models are tools, not crystal balls. They show possible solutions based on current atmospheric conditions. But small changes in temperature, humidity, or wind can lead to big changes in storm evolution. That's why you see forecasts change. That's why we provide updates. My job is to interpret model data and present it in a way you can understand and act upon. When models agree, confidence is high. When models disagree, like they are with this weekend storm, confidence is lower. I try to be honest about uncertainty while still giving you actionable information. The best thing you can do is stay informed. Check forecasts daily, have multiple sources of weather information, follow your local National Weather Service office. They provide the most accurate information for your specific area. Have a NOAA weather radio if possible. Weather radios automatically alert you to watches and warnings even when you are sleeping. Sign up for local emergency alerts on your phone. Many counties have systems that send text messages about severe weather, flooding, and other emergencies. These can be life-saving. Make a plan with your family. Where will you go if a tornado warning is issued? Where will you shelter during severe thunderstorms? What will you do if power goes out for several days? Having a plan reduces stress and increases safety. Build an emergency kit. Water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, first aid supplies, medications, important documents, cash, and phone chargers. Keep this kit in an easily accessible location. Update it regularly. For those with pets, include them in your emergency planning. Have food, water, and supplies for them. Know which shelters allow pets. Have carriers or leashes ready. Make sure ID tags and microchips are current. If you have special medical needs, plan accordingly. Extra medications, oxygen, medical equipment batteries, and backup power if necessary. Know which hospitals and pharmacies will be open during severe weather. For parents of young children, have comfort items ready. Favorite toys, books, or games can help children stay calm during scary weather. Explain what's happening in age-appropriate ways. Practice your safety plan so children know what to do. Elderly family members may need extra assistance. Check on them before and after severe weather. Make sure they have supplies and working phones. Help them charge devices and secure their homes. Farmers and ranchers face unique challenges. Livestock need shelter from severe weather and extreme cold. Make sure animals have access to unfrozen water. Secure equipment and structures before high winds arrive. Have generators ready if power outages could affect feeding systems or ventilation. Business owners should prepare as well. Secure outdoor signs and furniture. Protect inventory from flooding. Have backup power for critical systems. Communicate plans with employees. Consider closing early Saturday if severe weather threatens your area. Event planners need to monitor forecasts closely. This is Valentine's Day weekend. Many people have plans. Outdoor events Saturday should be moved indoors or rescheduled. Be flexible and put safety first. Schools may face closures or delays Monday in areas affected by Sunday snow. Check school websites and local news Sunday evening. Have backup childcare plans if schools close unexpectedly. Transportation systems could face disruptions. Buses, trains, and subways may run on modified schedules during severe weather. Plan ahead if you rely on public transportation. Airlines will likely cancel or delay flights. Monitor your flight status starting Friday. Consider rebooking proactively if your travel day falls during the worst weather. Travel insurance might be worthwhile for future trips given the active weather pattern. Package deliveries could be delayed. If you expecting important deliveries this week, be patient. Drivers face dangerous conditions. Packages might arrive a day or two late in affected areas. Now let's recap the key timing for major cities one more time because this is the most important information. Dallas, Texas. Storms arrive Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. Heaviest rain Saturday morning 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Houston, Texas. Storms. Friday evening at 7 p.m. Clearing Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Oklahoma City. Severe thunderstorms possible. Saturday morning 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Little Rock, Arkansas. Thunderstorms. Friday night, 11 p.m., severe weather potential. Saturday morning, midnight to 6 a.m. New Orleans, peak severe weather. Saturday morning, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., Memphis, Tennessee, strong winds. Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m., Birmingham, Alabama, thunderstorms. Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia, heavy rain Saturday noon to 6 p.m. Nashville, Tennessee, heavy rain Saturday 6 a.m. to noon, possible wintry mix Saturday afternoon. Louisville, Kentucky, heavy rain Saturday 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. St. Louis, Missouri, severe thunderstorms possible. Saturday morning 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Chicago, Illinois, rain Saturday evening 6 p.m. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Indianapolis, Indiana, heavy rain Saturday afternoon 2 p.m. through the night. Detroit, Michigan, rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Cleveland, Ohio, rain Saturday evening, 4 p.m., changing to snow, Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Cincinnati, Ohio, heavy rain Saturday noon through the night. Charlotte, North Carolina, rain Saturday morning, 9 a.m. through evening. Raleigh, North Carolina, rain Saturday afternoon through evening. Richmond, Virginia, rain Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m., possibly mixing with sleet Saturday evening after 7 p.m. Washington, D.C., heavy rain Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Baltimore, Maryland, rain Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, rain Saturday evening, 5 p.m. through Sunday morning, 6 a.m. New York City, rain Saturday evening, 7 p.m. through Sunday morning. Boston, Massachusetts, rain Saturday evening, 8 p.m., changing to snow. Sunday morning, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Portland, Maine, snow Sunday morning starting at 7 a.m. Buffalo, New York, snow Saturday night starting at 10 p.m. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Columbus, Ohio, rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Seattle, Washington, heavy rain Sunday morning, 8 a.m. continuing through Monday. Portland, Oregon, heavy rain Sunday, 10 a.m. continuing through Monday. San Francisco, California, rain Sunday evening, 6 p.m., heavy rain Monday. Los Angeles, California, heavy rain Monday morning, 6 a.m., flooding threat Monday afternoon and evening. San Diego, California, heavy rain Monday afternoon. Las Vegas, Nevada, staying dry this weekend. Phoenix, Arizona, staying sunny and warm. Denver, Colorado, increasing clouds. Saturday, possible snow Sunday. Salt Lake City, Utah, dry this weekend. Snow chances next week. That is the complete timeline for over 150 cities across America. If your city wasn't mentioned, comment below with your location and I'll provide specific timing in the comments. Remember, this is an evolving situation. Models will continue to update, forecasts will be refined. Check back for updates throughout the weekend. I'll post additional videos if significant changes occur. The next major forecast update will be Friday afternoon. At that time, we'll have Saturday morning model runs to analyze. Severe weather probabilities from the Storm Prediction Center will be available. We'll fine-tune timing for every region. Weather is powerful. Weather is unpredictable. But weather doesn't have to be scary if you re-prepared. Take the information I've given you and make a plan. Stay informed, stay safe. And don't let weather control your life. Respect it, prepare for it, but don't fear it. One final thought. Weather connects all of us. The storm affecting Texas Saturday morning will impact New England by Monday. The atmospheric river hitting California will eventually influence weather patterns across the entire country. We're all in this together. When one region suffers from severe weather, we all feel it. When one area gets too much rain while another faces drought, we're all affected. Climate is changing. Weather patterns are becoming more extreme. We're seeing stronger storms, heavier rainfall, deeper droughts, and more temperature swings. This isn't about politics. This is about physics. Warmer air holds more moisture. More moisture means heavier rainfall. Heavier rainfall means worse flooding. It's that simple. The atmospheric river hitting California next week would have been remarkable 20 years ago. Now we see multiple atmospheric rivers every winter. The severe weather outbreak possible this Saturday would have been more typical in March or April. Now we see severe weather in January and February. The temperature swings we are experiencing used to happen over weeks. Now they happen over days. Adaptation is key. Better forecasting helps. More accurate models give us longer lead times. Improved communication gets warnings to more people faster. Enhanced preparedness saves lives. But ultimately, we all need to be more aware and more ready. I hope this forecast helps you prepare for the week ahead. I hope you feel more informed and less anxious. Weather knowledge is power. The more you understand, the better decisions you can make. Thank you for watching. Thank you for trusting me with your weather information. Comment below with your location for more specific details. Share this forecast with friends and family who might be affected. And most importantly, stay safe out there. The weather pattern remains active for the foreseeable future. This weekend storm is just the beginning. Next week brings the atmospheric river. The week after could bring Arctic air and winter storms. We re-entering the most active time of year for severe weather and late winter storms. Spring is approaching, but winter isn't done yet. I'll be monitoring every model run, every satellite image, every weather station report. When things change, you will know immediately. We're in this together. Your safety is my priority. Your understanding is my goal. Weather affects every aspect of our lives, from what we wear to where we go to what we plan. My job is to help you navigate weather with confidence, to give you the tools to make smart decisions, to empower you with knowledge. Stay tuned for updates. Stay prepared. Stay safe. And remember, no matter how severe the weather gets, it always passes. Storms end, sun returns, we rebuild, we recover, we move forward. See you in the next forecast. Stay weather aware. Let me give you even more specific details for additional cities and regions that need this critical information, starting with more Texas cities. Amarillo in the Texas Panhandle stays on the northern edge of this storm system. You'll see increasing clouds Friday with a slight chance of showers Friday night. Saturday brings mostly cloudy skies with temperatures in the upper 50s. The main storm stays south of you, but you'll feel the wind with gusts to 40 miles per hour Saturday afternoon. Lubbock sees similar conditions to Amarillo. Clouds increase Friday. A few showers possible Friday night after 10 p.m. Saturday stays mostly dry but windy with gusts to 35 miles per hour. Temperatures reach 62 degrees Saturday afternoon. Corpus Christi on the Gulf Coast faces heavy rain and thunderstorms Saturday. Rain begins Saturday morning at 8 a.m. The heaviest rainfall occurs Saturday between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Rainfall totals of 2 to 3 inches likely. Strong winds develop Saturday afternoon with gusts to 45 miles per hour. Coastal flooding possible during high tide Saturday afternoon around 2 p.m. Brownsville in far south Texas sees storms Saturday morning starting at 9 a.m. Heavy rainfall likely Saturday afternoon with totals of 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Winds gust to 40 miles per hour Saturday afternoon. The storm clears Brownsville by Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Abilene in west central Texas could see a few showers Friday night and Saturday morning, but the main storm passes to the south and east. Expect mostly cloudy skies Saturday with temperatures in the mid-60s. Waco sees thunderstorms Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. Peak storm activity occurs Saturday between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches expected. Winds gust to 35 miles per hour. Clearing begins Saturday afternoon. Tyler in East Texas faces thunderstorms Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and noon. Some storms could be strong with gusty winds and small hail. Rainfall totals of 1.5 to 2 inches likely. For more Oklahoma cities, Lawton sees severe thunderstorms Saturday morning between 4:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour possible. Small hail cannot be ruled out. Have a way to receive warnings overnight. Norman, home of the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center, faces severe weather Saturday morning between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. It's ironic that the forecasters there will be tracking storms affecting their own city. Winds could gust to 55 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall of 1 to 2 inches in 2 to 3 hours. Enid in northern Oklahoma sees storms Saturday morning starting at 3:30 a.m. This is one of the earlier arrival times in Oklahoma. Peak winds occur between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. with gusts potentially reaching 50 miles per hour. Stillwater experiences thunderstorms Saturday morning from 4 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Oklahoma State University students should stay weather aware overnight. Winds could gust to 50 miles per hour. More Arkansas cities now. Fayetteville in northwest Arkansas sits right on the rain-snow line. Friday night brings rain starting at 9 p.m. Saturday morning, if cold air arrives fast enough, rain could transition to sleet or wet snow between 8 a.m. and noon. This is highly uncertain. Most likely scenario is all rain, but a wintry mix is possible. Jonesboro in northeast Arkansas sees thunderstorms Saturday morning from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. This is during the overnight hours, so have your phone set for alerts. Winds could gust to 55 miles per hour. Rainfall totals of 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Hot Springs faces storms Saturday morning between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. Some storms could be severe with damaging winds. The area around Lake Hamilton could see strong, gusty winds. Pine Bluff sees thunderstorms Saturday morning from 4:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Winds could gust to 50 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall likely. Louisiana cities need more detail. Shreveport is one of the first major cities in Louisiana to see severe weather. Saturday morning at 3 a.m., thunderstorms develop. By Saturday morning at 5 a.m., storms could be severe with damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour. Peak threat continues until 9 a.m. Rainfall totals of 2 to 3 inches possible. Monroe in northeast Louisiana faces severe thunderstorms Saturday morning between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. Winds could gust to 55 miles per hour. An isolated tornado cannot be ruled out, especially south of the city toward the Arkansas border. Lafayette sees storms Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. Peak severe weather threat is Saturday between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. Damaging winds, frequent lightning, and heavy rainfall expected. Winds could gust to 55 miles per hour. Alexandria in central Louisiana experiences thunderstorms Saturday morning from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Strong winds and heavy rain likely. Rainfall totals of 2 to 3 inches expected. For more Mississippi cities, Tupelo in northeast Mississippi sits near the rain-snow transition zone. Saturday morning brings heavy rain starting at 7 a.m. By Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m., if cold air arrives on schedule, rain could mix with sleet. This is uncertain but possible. Either way, expect heavy rainfall of 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Meridian sees thunderstorms Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Some storms could be strong with gusty winds. Rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches likely. Greenville in the Mississippi Delta faces severe thunderstorms Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. This area is often particularly vulnerable to severe weather. Winds could gust to 55 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall expected. Vicksburg experiences thunderstorms Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and noon. Strong winds likely with gusts to 50 miles per hour. Rainfall totals of 2 to 3 inches possible. Alabama cities deserve more specifics. Tuscaloosa sees thunderstorms Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. Peak storm activity occurs Saturday between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Winds could gust to 50 miles per hour. University of Alabama students should stay weather aware. Dothan in southeast Alabama faces storms Saturday morning between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Strong winds and heavy rain expected. Rainfall totals of 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Florence in northwest Alabama could see rain Saturday morning transitioning to a wintry mix Saturday afternoon if cold air arrives faster than expected. Most likely just rain, but monitor forecasts. Anniston sees thunderstorms Saturday morning from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Winds could gust to 45 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall likely. Tennessee needs more city coverage. Chattanooga sees heavy rain Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. Rainfall continues through Saturday afternoon. Total accumulation of 2 to 3 inches likely. Flooding possible in poor drainage areas. Johnson City in northeast Tennessee could see rain Saturday afternoon transitioning to snow Saturday evening. Snow accumulation of 1 to 3 inches possible Saturday night if the transition occurs. Clarksville in northwest Tennessee faces heavy rain Saturday morning and afternoon. Rainfall totals of 2 to 3 inches expected. Some embedded thunderstorms possible. Murfreesboro, just south of Nashville, sees heavy rain and possible thunderstorms Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to noon. Winds could gust to 40 miles per hour. Kentucky cities need expansion. Paducah in far western Kentucky faces thunderstorms Saturday morning between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. This is later than areas further south because the storm arrives from the south and west. Winds could gust to 45 miles per hour. Owensboro sees heavy rain Saturday afternoon starting at noon. Rainfall continues through Saturday evening. Total accumulation of 1.5 to 2.5 inches likely. Richmond in central Kentucky experiences heavy rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches expected. Frankfort sees rain Saturday afternoon, possibly transitioning to a wintry mix Saturday night if temperatures drop fast enough. Missouri needs more cities covered. Springfield sees thunderstorms Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Some storms could be severe with damaging winds up to 55 miles per hour. This is Ozarks country where terrain can enhance storm intensity. Joplin in southwest Missouri faces severe thunderstorms Saturday morning between 7 a.m. and noon. This city knows severe weather all too well after the devastating tornado of 2011. Be prepared Saturday morning. Columbia sees thunderstorms Saturday morning and afternoon. Peak storm time is Saturday between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Winds could gust to 50 miles per hour. Jefferson City, the state capital, experiences storms Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Strong winds and heavy rain expected. Illinois cities need detail. Springfield, the state capital, sees thunderstorms Saturday afternoon starting at 1 p.m. Strong winds likely with gusts to 45 miles per hour. Rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches. Peoria faces thunderstorms Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Winds could gust to 45 miles per hour. Rain transitions to snow late Saturday night after midnight. Rockford in northern Illinois could see rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Snow accumulation of 2 to 4 inches possible. Champaign sees rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Possible transition to wet snow late Saturday night. Indiana cities require coverage. Fort Wayne sees heavy rain Saturday afternoon and evening starting at 3 p.m. Rain could transition to wet snow late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Evansville in southern Indiana faces thunderstorms Saturday afternoon between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Winds could gust to 45 miles per hour. Rainfall totals of 1.5 to 2.5 inches. South Bend could see rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Snow accumulation of 3 to 5 inches possible. Bloomington experiences heavy rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Total rainfall of 1 to 2 inches expected. Michigan needs more cities. Lansing sees rain Saturday evening starting at 5 p.m. Rain continues through Sunday morning when it transitions to wet snow. Accumulation of 1 to 3 inches of wet snow possible. Ann Arbor faces rain Saturday evening from 5 p.m. through Sunday morning. Brief period of wet snow possible Sunday morning. Kalamazoo experiences rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow late Saturday night. Light accumulation possible. Flint sees rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Accumulation of 2 to 4 inches of wet snow expected. Ohio cities deserve expansion. Dayton sees heavy rain Saturday afternoon starting at 2 p.m. Rain continues through Saturday evening. Rainfall totals of 1.5 to 2.5 inches likely. Flooding possible in urban areas. Toledo faces rain Saturday evening from 5 p.m. Rain could mix with wet snow late Saturday night. Light accumulation possible if transition occurs. Akron experiences rain Saturday evening changing to snow Sunday morning. Snow accumulation of 2 to 4 inches expected. Youngstown sees rain Saturday evening transitioning to snow Sunday morning. Heavier snow amounts possible with 3 to 6 inches expected. Iowa cities need coverage. Cedar Rapids could see rain Saturday evening possibly changing to snow late Saturday night. Light accumulation possible. Sioux City in far western Iowa stays mostly dry Saturday with just a few showers possible Saturday evening. Waterloo faces rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow overnight. Light accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible. Iowa City sees rain Saturday evening. Brief period of wet snow possible late Saturday night. Wisconsin cities require detail. Madison faces rain Saturday evening starting at 6 p.m. Rain could mix with snow late Saturday night. Accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible if transition occurs. La Crosse in western Wisconsin sees rain Saturday evening, possibly changing to snow overnight. Light accumulation expected. Eau Claire experiences similar timing to La Crosse with rain possibly mixing with snow late Saturday night. Kenosha on Lake Michigan sees rain Saturday evening continuing through Sunday morning. Lake effect snow possible Sunday afternoon. Minnesota cities need information. Rochester could see light snow Sunday morning. Accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible. St. Cloud faces possible light snow Sunday. Minimal accumulation expected. Mankato sees a slight chance of rain or snow Sunday. Most areas stay dry. North Dakota and South Dakota cities deserve mention. Sioux Falls could see rain Saturday evening changing to snow overnight. Accumulation of 1 to 3 inches possible. Aberdeen in South Dakota might see light snow Sunday. Minimal impact expected. Grand Forks, North Dakota stays mostly dry this weekend. Cold temperatures continue. Bismarck remains dry with cold conditions persisting. Nebraska cities need coverage. Lincoln could see rain Saturday evening, possibly mixing with snow late Saturday night. Light accumulation possible. Grand Island experiences similar timing with rain possibly changing to snow overnight. North Platte in western Nebraska stays mostly dry Saturday with increasing clouds. Kansas cities require detail. Wichita faces possible severe thunderstorms Saturday morning between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. Winds could gust to 50 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall expected. Lawrence sees thunderstorms Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to noon. Strong winds likely. Manhattan experiences storms Saturday morning. Kansas State University students should be weather aware. Salina could see a few thunderstorms Saturday morning, transitioning to rain Saturday afternoon. Colorado cities deserve expansion. Colorado Springs sees increasing clouds Saturday with possible rain or snow showers developing Sunday. Snow accumulation in the foothills of 1 to 3 inches possible. Fort Collins faces possible snow Sunday afternoon. Accumulation of 2 to 4 inches expected in higher elevations. Grand Junction in western Colorado stays mostly dry this weekend. Pueblo sees increasing clouds Saturday with possible rain or snow Sunday. New Mexico cities need information. Santa Fe could see snow Sunday and Monday. Accumulation of 3 to 6 inches possible in higher elevations. Las Cruces stays mostly dry this weekend with sunny skies. Roswell remains dry with increasing clouds Sunday. Farmington in northwest New Mexico could see snow Sunday. Light accumulation possible. Arizona cities deserve mention. Tucson stays sunny and dry all weekend with temperatures in the 70s. Flagstaff in northern Arizona could see snow early next week. Accumulation of 4 to 8 inches possible Monday and Tuesday. Prescott sees possible snow early next week with light accumulation expected. Yuma remains sunny and warm in the low 80s. Utah cities need coverage. Provo stays dry this weekend, but snow chances increase next week. Ogden sees similar conditions with dry weather this weekend. St. George in southern Utah remains sunny and mild. Logan in northern Utah could see snow early next week. Nevada cities require information. Carson City stays dry this weekend, but rain and mountain snow arrive early next week. Elko in northeast Nevada remains dry with cold temperatures. Henderson near Las Vegas stays sunny and pleasant. Idaho cities deserve detail. Boise stays mostly dry this weekend with increasing clouds Sunday. Idaho Falls could see snow Sunday and Monday. Accumulation of 2 to 4 inches possible. Pocatello experiences similar timing with possible snow Sunday and Monday. Coeur d'Alene in northern Idaho sees possible rain and mountain snow Sunday. Montana cities need coverage. Great Falls could see snow Sunday and Monday. Accumulation of 3 to 6 inches expected. Missoula sees possible rain changing to snow Sunday. Light accumulation expected. Helena faces possible snow Sunday and Monday, with accumulation of 2 to 5 inches. Butte in the mountains could see significant snow Sunday through Tuesday with accumulation of 6 to 12 inches. Wyoming cities deserve information. Laramie sees snow developing Sunday, accumulation of 4 to 8 inches possible by Monday evening. Rock Springs could see snow Sunday and Monday, accumulation of 3 to 6 inches expected. Gillette in northeast Wyoming faces possible snow Sunday with accumulation of 2 to 4 inches. Now, let us discuss the broader implications of this weather pattern for various sectors of the economy and society. Agriculture faces significant impacts from this storm system and the pattern that follows. Farmers across the South need to secure equipment and livestock before Saturday as severe weather arrives. High winds can damage barns, greenhouses, and other structures. Heavy rainfall can flood fields, delaying spring planting preparations. The warm temperatures are actually advancing crop development in some areas, which could lead to problems if a hard freeze occurs later in February or March. The wheat belt across Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas benefits from rainfall, but too much rain at once can cause erosion and nutrient runoff. Winter wheat is currently dormant but will begin active growth soon. Heavy rainfall now can lead to root disease issues later. Cattle and livestock producers need to ensure animals have shelter from severe weather. Lightning strikes can injure or kill livestock. High winds can damage fencing, allowing animals to escape. Flooding can contaminate water sources and feed supplies. The California agricultural sector faces a different challenge with the atmospheric river. While water is desperately needed after years of drought, too much rain too quickly causes problems. Flooded fields delay planting. Heavy rain damages early season crops like lettuce and strawberries. Muddy conditions prevent farm equipment from operating. However, the snow in the mountains is excellent news for California agriculture. Snowpack provides water for irrigation later in the growing season. The more snow that falls now, the more water available for crops this summer. The transportation sector faces widespread disruptions. Trucking companies must reroute shipments around severe weather and flooding. Delivery delays ripple through supply chains. Retailers may experience temporary shortages of products. Airlines face the challenges already mentioned, but the economic impact extends beyond passenger inconvenience. Air cargo delays affect time-sensitive shipments like medical supplies and electronics. Business travelers miss important meetings. Tourism revenue declines when people cancel trips. Railroads must slow or stop trains during severe weather. High winds can derail cars. Flooding can wash out tracks. Snow and ice create traction problems. The supply chain disruptions from weather events can last weeks. The energy sector sees significant impacts. High winds damage power lines and transformers. Utility companies deploy crews in advance to respond quickly to outages. But widespread damage can overwhelm repair capacity. Renewable energy production fluctuates wildly. Wind farms across the plains produce maximum output during high winds Saturday. Solar production drops during heavy cloud cover. Hydroelectric dams in California will run at capacity with heavy rainfall and snowmelt. Natural gas demand spikes when cold air returns. Heating systems run continuously. Natural gas prices often rise during cold snaps. The retail sector sees weather-related sales patterns. Hardware stores sell out of generators, flashlights, and batteries before storms. Grocery stores see increased sales of bread, milk, and eggs. Home improvement stores sell tarps, sandbags, and emergency supplies. Conversely, restaurants see declining traffic during severe weather. Shopping malls experience lower foot traffic. Online sales may increase as people stay home. The insurance industry braces for claims from wind damage, flooding, and vehicle accidents. Homeowners file claims for roof damage, broken windows, and water intrusion. Auto insurance claims spike from accidents on wet roads. Weather events like this can cost the insurance industry billions of dollars. Premium rates may increase in areas that experience repeated severe weather. The construction industry faces delays. Outdoor work stops during heavy rain and high winds. Projects fall behind schedule. Contractors lose money on weather delays. However, storm damage creates work for contractors after the event. Roofers, tree services, and restoration companies stay busy for weeks repairing damage. Schools face decisions about closures and delays. Administrators must balance student safety with instructional time. Parents scramble to find childcare when schools close unexpectedly. School bus routes become dangerous during winter weather and flooding. Universities with residential students face different challenges. Students are on campus regardless of weather. Dining services, housing, and campus security must continue operating. Outdoor activities and athletic events may be canceled or postponed. Healthcare systems prepare for weather-related injuries and illnesses. Emergency rooms see increased traffic from car accidents, falls on ice, and injuries from cleanup activities. Respiratory illnesses spike when people are confined indoors. Power outages threaten patients who rely on medical equipment. Hospitals activate emergency plans to ensure continuous operation during severe weather. Backup generators provide power. Staff may stay at the hospital rather than risk travel. Elective surgeries might be postponed. Emergency management agencies activate emergency operations centers during severe weather. Local, state, and federal agencies coordinate response efforts. The Federal Emergency Management Agency stands ready to assist if disaster declarations are issued. First responders prepare for increased call volumes. Fire departments, police, and emergency medical services pre-position resources. Swift water rescue teams stand by in flood-prone areas. Search and rescue teams prepare for possible deployments. The media plays a critical role in keeping the public informed. Television meteorologists provide continuous coverage. Radio stations broadcast emergency information. Newspapers publish weather safety tips. Social media spreads both helpful information and misinformation. Weather forecasters like myself work around the clock during major events. We analyze new model data as it arrives. We communicate with emergency managers. We update the public through multiple platforms. It is exhausting but essential work. Scientific research advances through events like this. Meteorologists study how storms develop and evolve. They validate forecast models against actual conditions. They learn what works and what doesn't in communicating risk. Universities collect data during severe weather events. Researchers deploy instruments to measure wind, temperature, and precipitation. Storm chasers document tornadoes and severe thunderstorms. This data improves our understanding of atmospheric processes. Climate scientists examine long-term trends. Is severe weather becoming more frequent? Are storms intensifying? How is climate change affecting weather patterns? These questions require decades of data to answer definitively. The economic cost of this single weather event will likely exceed $1 billion when all impacts are tallied. Property damage, business interruption, crop losses, transportation delays, and other factors add up quickly. But weather events also create economic activity. Rebuilding creates jobs. Suppliers sell materials. Contractors earn income. Insurance payments flow to policyholders who spend on repairs. From a broader economic perspective, weather represents both risk and opportunity. Companies that prepare for weather risks suffer less damage. Communities that invest in resilience bounce back faster. Individual preparedness varies widely. Some people stock emergency supplies year-round. Others wait until a storm is imminent, then find stores sold out. Preparedness education could reduce weather-related deaths and injuries. Mental health impacts of severe weather deserve attention. Anxiety about storms affects many people. Post-traumatic stress can develop after traumatic weather events. Children especially need support during and after frightening weather. Communities can support mental health by providing information that reduces uncertainty. Clear, calm communication helps people feel more in control. Knowing what to expect and how to prepare reduces anxiety. Social cohesion often increases during and after weather disasters. Neighbors help neighbors. Strangers assist strangers. Communities pull together. This social capital is valuable and should be recognized. However, vulnerable populations face greater risks. Elderly people living alone may lack help during emergencies. People with disabilities might struggle to evacuate or shelter safely. Homeless populations have nowhere to go during severe weather. Low-income families may lack resources to prepare adequately. Society has a responsibility to protect vulnerable populations during weather emergencies. Emergency shelters must be accessible. Outreach programs should check on at-risk individuals. Transportation should be provided for those who cannot drive. Environmental impacts from severe weather events are often overlooked. Flooding spreads pollutants. Runoff carries sediment into waterways. Wind damages trees and natural areas. Wildlife suffers from habitat disruption, but weather events can also benefit ecosystems. Rainfall replenishes depleted water sources. Snow provides moisture for forests. Natural fire regimes sometimes depend on weather patterns. The interconnectedness of all these impacts demonstrates why weather matters so much. It's not just about whether you need an umbrella. Weather affects virtually every aspect of modern life. Understanding weather helps people make better decisions. Farmers decide when to plant. Builders plan construction schedules. Event planners choose dates. Individuals prepare for impacts. Weather literacy should be taught in schools. Children should learn basic meteorology. They should understand weather safety. They should know how to interpret forecasts and warnings. Technology continues to improve weather forecasting. Satellites provide better imagery. Radar systems detect phenomena earlier. Computer models run faster and more accurately. Communication systems deliver warnings more quickly. But technology alone cannot prevent weather-related deaths and injuries. People must receive warnings. They must understand what warnings mean. They must take appropriate action. The forecast you've heard today represents countless hours of work by meteorologists, computer scientists, and researchers. It's based on observations from thousands of weather stations, satellites, radar sites, and other instruments. It is processed by supercomputers running complex mathematical models. It's interpreted by experienced forecasters who understand atmospheric processes. Yet uncertainty remains. Weather is chaotic. Small changes in initial conditions can lead to dramatically different outcomes. We forecast probabilities, not certainties. That SY ranges are provided. That SY multiple scenarios are discussed. That SY you must stay informed as conditions evolve. The field of meteorology has advanced tremendously over recent decades. Forecast accuracy has improved significantly. Lead times for warnings have increased. More lives are saved. But challenges remain. Predicting exactly where a tornado will touch down is still difficult. Forecasting precise snowfall amounts days in advance remains challenging. Understanding all the factors that influence storm intensity continues to drive research. Future improvements will come from better observations, more powerful computers, and deeper understanding of atmospheric physics. Artificial intelligence and machine learning show promise for improving forecasts. International cooperation is essential for weather forecasting. Storms don't respect borders. Data must be shared globally. Satellite coverage needs to be maintained. Standards must be coordinated. The World Meteorological Organization coordinates global weather activities. Countries share data. Best practices are disseminated. Developing nations receive support to improve their weather services. Weather affects everyone everywhere. From subsistence farmers in developing countries to traders on Wall Street, weather matters. It influences food security, economic growth, public health, and quality of life. As our climate continues to change, weather events will become more impactful. Extreme events may become more common. Traditional weather patterns may shift. Adaptation will be necessary. Cities are already adapting through improved drainage systems, stronger building codes, and better emergency planning. Agriculture is adapting through drought-resistant crops and improved irrigation. Individuals can adapt through preparedness and awareness. The week ahead will test preparedness in multiple regions. Saturday's severe weather outbreak tests emergency management across the South. The West Coast atmospheric river tests flood response and evacuation systems. The potential winter storms test snow removal and power restoration capabilities. Communities that have invested in resilience will fare better. Those that have practiced emergency plans will respond more effectively. Individuals who have prepared will experience less disruption. After this week's weather events pass, attention should turn to recovery and improvement. Lessons will be learned. Plans will be updated, capabilities will be enhanced. Then we prepare for the next event. Because weather never stops, storms will always form, seasons will continue to change. Our climate will keep evolving. The best we can do is observe, understand, forecast, communicate, prepare, respond, and recover. Then do it all again for the next weather event. Thank you for taking the time to receive this comprehensive weather briefing. The information provided gives you the knowledge needed to prepare for the week ahead. Make your plans, take action, stay informed, stay safe. Now comment below with your exact location and I'll provide even more specific timing and details for your neighborhood. Together we'll get through this weather event safely. That's what we do. That's how we stay resilient. Weather happens, we prepare, we respond, we recover, we thrive. Until the next forecast, this is your comprehensive weather update. Stay alert, stay prepared, stay connected.